Oh wow, I thought this day will never come, and that is the Paralives demo game. I've heard hummings about this on YouTube for years, and I was thinking, will this rival The Sims? Because if you know me personally, if you have followed me on my different platforms, you know I have beef with The Sims, my beloved game that I played since the first Sims. I love Sims. I love Sims 2. They're dear to my heart. However, over the years, they've been becoming caca and caca. But enough about them. This video focuses on Paralives. Now, what's Paralives? I will tell you. So according to the creator, Alex Massey, and if I pronounce that last name wrong, I'm so sorry. But Alex Massey, who is the creator of Paralives, describes the game as Paralives is a upcoming dollhouse life simulation game for PC and Mac. In Paralives, you have the freedom to build homes, create characters, and manage their lives inside of their homes and around the open world town. Sounds intriguing, right? I know, my type of cozy game. Now, the name Paralives, it refers to parallel lives, meaning players can have different virtual lives and build homes to stage them. And they have building tools. Builders are not limited to just a grid. Players can build walls at any length, at any angle, customize objects, colors, textures, furniture size, etc. And from a development side, it's powerful. It has tools. It allows players to easily create the homes with precision, however they like, just in real life. I don't have grids in my home. I place the items where I want to place them, and that's what the game is going to bring. Now, when I first heard of Paralives, right? I first heard about it through Patreon, and that's the first time I heard about Patreon. Like, this whole thing was brand new to me. And the developer Alex Massey in the studio relied on Patreon support because the game was indie funded. It was being built without a big publisher backing. They stated that the project could not exist without people's support. And I understand going to a project is a lot of things, a lot of uncertainty, and who wants to build a bunch of dead and stuff, or old people. Like, I am glad they had this resource. Now, Patreon people, or I guess patrons, I guess that's what they're called. Let me give y'all your respect. Get access to behind the scene updates, exclusive posts, work in progress screenshots, polls, surveys to help shape features of the game, and it had other rewards too. The Patreon was used to keep the game both financially viable and connect with the fan community in meaningful ways. And I'm pretty sure that the fans and anybody alike was able to put their thoughts and opinions. And I'm pretty sure the developers was able to take what they're saying and giving to them into consideration. I'm assuming because I wasn't on the Patreon team, but I saw screenshots and videos people linked, or maybe they leaked themselves. I don't remember. Eventually, my YouTube algorithm gave me the Paralives YouTube channel, and I was able to see what they were posting on there, and I genuinely got interested. Now, what did I see over the years? I've seen a lot. So let's go back to 2019. Now, before I go over my timeline, some stuff may not be accurate. I am so sorry. I'll apologize. I Googled as much as I can. So back in 2019, Alex Massey began developing Paralives as a solo project. First had prototypes that was focused on a build mode, walls, furniture, object resizing, which everybody's really interested in. The resizing, crazy. The game was officially announced to the public around June 2019, and it gained viral attraction on social media. I see it. And the first team members joined and expanded this solo venture to a small indie team. Fast forward to 2020. Yes, the big 2020 with the big CV19. Major progress was happening as far as the character development side. I believe they're called Paramaker, and the customization tools. The Patreon was launched to fund the upcoming development of the game, and the game remained to be widespread media attention as a indie alternative to The Sims. Now, after all that, we're in 2021, right? The Paralives studio officially forms, which is a small, dedicated team to make sure this game works. And the first gameplay prototype of the live mode began, and more life simulation systems were introduced. Fast forward on to 2022, the build mode in the Paramaker gets a deep customization option. And during this time, the developers kept releasing frequent updates, videos, and early roadmaps with details. 2023, the community continues to grow, and the Patreon surpasses, I'm so impressed, key funding milestones, and developers showcase live mode progress in early behavior demos. It was exciting time. I remember all this. Now, yes, 2024 now. I was distracted by a few games, forgot about Paralives, but I was quickly reminded through regular developer updates. They showed updates to the game, animations, and improvements on the town and the different systems that they had in place, and the public roadmap defined for early access goals. And now we are in 2025, the year. Back in June, early access release date was introduced to all of us, and they announced it was going to be December 8th, 2025, and I have my hands rubbing together. The developers confirmed early access will last about 2 years before full release, which I really like. They're going to get a lot of data from us and give us a strong game. And according to them, final pre-launch content updates and community reviews will roll out. What's going to be in the early access game? And it's a lot. I had to Google it, and I'm seriously impressed about how much we get in the early access. And I'm gonna keep in mind while I'm playing this game, because I'm going to play this game that it's early access and they don't have everything fully in here yet, but I'm excited for what they have. Open world town, day-night cycle, work rabbit holes, career progression, personality traits, emotions, wants, skills, needs, social interactions, relationship development, multi-selecting characters and doing anything as a group, and I love that. Cooking system, house fires, bills, having children. I wonder if we're gonna go straight into a baby or straight into a toddler. Let's see. Aging and death, character autonomy, shops, restaurant, museum and collections, modding tools to add and edit the game's content. Ooh, now this list is strong. I don't mind this for early access. I've seen more bare bone early access games. I will leave them unnamed, but I am very pleased with this. And according to my research, because I'm looking on their website, they plan to add weather and seasons, a calendar, family tree, dogs, cats, horses, cars and bikes, boats and boathouses, swimming, story progression for NPCs, gardening and fishing, organizing social events such as parties and weddings, etc. Tools to edit and create towns, a more personality traits, wants, emotions, jobs, etc. That is a lot. That's what I get in The Sims, plus a little bit more, and I'm simply excited for it to plan and what's going to be in early access. I don't really have too much complaints, so it leads me to, will I play? And I said it prematurely earlier, but yes, I will play for a few factors. It seems to me, based off of seeding, photos, videos, leaks from other people, it's more flexible building. I literally have the freedom to design. Also, I'm loving the interface. I'm loving the style of the universe and the characters and the object customization. Also, the art style, the open world. I want to see how open this world is really going to be. The simulation, the ambition, and of course, most importantly, the community and the modding considerations. I'm enjoying this, and I am simply loving, I might make a video on this later, how strong the indie gaming community is. I've seen so many indie games over the past 5 years that have strong fan bases, just a strong run. Some are still playing them to this day, others have their glory days, and it's like, you know, just in the shadows, waiting to be played again. But hey, at least when people talk about those games, they can say they were great, and the developers made their money, I hope, and are living a good life. Thank you for your service. But I want to support more indie developers. I want to make these bigger companies sweat a little bit. Like, they're not the end all be all for gaming. We have other people that are just as talented and just as willing to make a good game. So I am all for this. I am full cheerleader mode, and I'm going to make sure I play this. I am down. I want to see Paralives succeed. Now, do I want The Sims to burn? Of course not. I don't want The Sims to go down in flames. It has nostalgia attached to it. I'm not going to be mean like that, but I do love having more simulation options in the gaming market. Yes, I have been disappointed in The Sims for a long time, and yes, people still pumping money into that bitch, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm happy now that more people are branching out and creating more simulation games, and I have hope for the future, because I know I'm not stopping playing simulation games. It's not stopping, it's getting worse. I'm like an adult, actually no, kid that's an adult, I don't know, that has money to buy games. And I'm so excited for Paralives to give me more creative freedom. No grids, I have curved walls, a color wheel, control, object resizing. I can place things where I want to place them. Deeper customization. There's a slider as you customize your character. Yes, other games have that too, but it's more in-depth. Layered clothing, genetics, realistic bodies. I don't have to play a DLC to get half the stuff that I'm about to get in this release in December. I'm thankful. Modding. I could see where we can go with this modding community in open world and the freedom later on to customize this open world. And also the developers' transparency throughout this whole process. The community funded this. It's player focused, and I appreciate the hard work these people have put into this Paralives game. It does not go unnoticed. I'm going to make sure I support this as much as I can, just as much as I support these big companies back in the day. I'm going to try to support these indie people as much as possible. You know what? Should I even call them indie developers? I'll make sure I support these developers as much as possible because I'm with this. Now, is Paralives promising? And a very short answer, because I was venting to somebody about this on a whole tangent, so I'm gonna cut this down to a minute or two. I believe it's promising. They started with community. They started off with transparency, and they're showing people that they're listening, they're trying to make a good game, and I'm seeing the effort. I'm vibing with this. They have a clear focus of what the game wants to do, how they want it to be, and I'm just feeling that. And I feel it's still going to be a community effort from this early release onto the final game in a couple of years from now. So I feel Paralives is promising, and I feel that I will be playing Paralives as if I'm revisiting one of my other games. Now, will I use Paralives as a replacement for the other simulations? Not necessarily, because I genuinely enjoy simulations. I would definitely add this into my playlist. I love to have different cozy games on rotation, and depending on what type of stress levels I want or whatever vibe I'm going for, I could have different choices of which cozy games I want to play, and this is going to be at the top of my list. So with that being said, because I know I'm late, I'm not a big YouTuber like that, I just, putting my thoughts and opinions into this video because I just felt it. We're close to the game release. Hey, this is post-edit Asia, and I just found out that the game is releasing in May, not next month. Okay, so back to what I was saying. I'm excited. I'm ready for it. My game is calling upon me. My computer is ready for this game. I'm prepared. But will you play this game? And honestly, if I enjoy it so much, I might just rebrand this YouTube channel and I'll just focus on Paralives. Like, I love gaming and I like to share my games, so I just been in limbo about this channel in the first place anyway, so I'm just gonna throw that out there. But we will definitely see, should this channel change to Paralives only? Should it just focus on indie games as well? Should it be video essays? I don't know. But closing thoughts about Paralives. All in all, Paralives is upcoming. It's coming really soon, December 8th. From what I'm seeing as of today, looking at it, December 8th. So that's what I'm going off. Yeah, it's me again. It's gonna be released May 2026. Look out for it. Yeah. December 8th is going to happen. This team put their blood, sweat, and tears into this game, and the community poured their money into this game as well. And I am very confident that they're going to deliver on this game. Now, Paralives. Okay, another simulation game. I'm so excited to build something, create characters, and have stories, and have the freedom to do what I want with my characters. And I'm excited to see what the modding community have in store for this game. I'm excited for the future tools, features, other things that involves this Paralives universe, and I'm interested into having more control and realism and customization in general. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I just want to talk about this. I'm pretty sure other people said some things I said already. Okay, cool, whatever, but I want to put my thoughts out there. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate this. Let me know, give me your thoughts, your opinions, and what you plan to do with your Paralives when it comes out. But until then, I'm gonna figure out what I want to post next and what I want to do in life. And until then, stay glitchless in this matrix.